Since the incident where the thin hand grabbed his leg, Nathan had been reluctant to sleep. Even during the day, he began to feel like he was being watched from behind the bedroom wall. Daniel now often sits in the corner of the room staring at the blank wall, his mouth moving. But what's most disturbing, Nathan catches a sound like a child laughing every time Daniel talks to himself. One afternoon, Nathan casually opened the campus records and tried to find the name Daniel Harper. But the results were zero. No students with that name, no class schedules, not even an active ID in the system. Feeling increasingly uneasy, he shows his findings to his classmate Luke, who immediately agrees that there's something odd about Daniel and suggests they look deeper into room 306. They then find an old article on the internet about a college student named Oliver who committed suicide in that room. And when Nathan looks at his picture, he looks almost exactly like Daniel. But Oliver's name wasn't Daniel, and if Daniel wasn't alive, then who had been sleeping in the same room with him all this time? Nathan tries to get answers from the old dormitory officer named Mr. Collins, and when he mentions Daniel Harper's name, the old man's face immediately tenses and turns pale. Mr. Collins said he had heard the name before, but not as a student, but as a wealthy child who had been secretly sent to campus under the guise of experimental treatment, before eventually disappearing without a word from room 306. Since Daniel's disappearance, the room has been left empty for several years due to unexplained disturbances, including reports of students claiming to hear crying coming from the walls and shadows, sitting on the bed when they were alone. Nathan began to lose his grip on logic as all the stories began to make more sense with the events he experienced himself in that room. But that night, as she tried to pack her things and leave room 306, she saw Daniel already standing in front of the door, smiling as if he knew she was leaving. And a soft voice came from behind Nathan. "You can go, but not alone."